Okay, I'm going to show you how to make a cylinder using the IQ Puzzle Lamp pieces. In case you're not familiar with them, this is how one looks. They all look this shape. And basically, normally the rule when you're going to do one is this edge here, the straight edge, goes with another straight edge, and the slanted edge goes with another slanted edge. And they're just interlocking pieces. They interlock like that. So when you're doing the cylinder, that's how you're going to start out. And you're actually going to form the first 10 pieces are exactly as if you're doing a sphere, if you're familiar with these. So it hooks in like that. There's again the slanted edge going on the slanted edge. And these are going to create a 5-petal star. Again, if you're familiar, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about here. So there's 4, and we're going to do the 5th one. It's impossible on this type of cylinder to make it spiral around. You're always going to have 2 colors against each other, or next to each other. Okay, so you have the 5-petal star there, and the next step is again exactly as if you're going to make the sphere. This is the straight edge, and that goes again with the straight edge to form a 3-petal flower. And you're going to have a 5-star surrounded by 3-petal flowers. So we'll go to the next one. Hooks in, and I'm just rotating colors. Again, there's no way to make a perfect pattern on these. I'm going to do pink here again. And it just hooks in just like that. Again, just hooks in. And that hooks into there, that. And that hooks in right there. Again, straight edge hooks in. And that hooks in right like that. So what we've got is what would normally be the first part of a sphere, but we're going to make a cylinder. So what we do is we break the rule. Those would normally form a 5-star or a 5-petal flower, and this angle would normally go there, but instead we're going to use this angle. So we turn it around, and that hooks in right like that, and that hooks in just like that. We're going to go to the next spot. Again, that hooks in there, and that hooks in right there. Next one, same thing, hook, and that hooks in there, and that hooks in there. Again, next one, and I'm just rotating colors, but you can do this however you want on the colors. Alright, and one more here. Alright, there's that. Hooks in. And that hooks in there. And this hooks in right there. So what you've got, right now it's sort of collapsing in on itself. And this is where most people get stuck, because they think that it's just collapsing in on itself and they're doing something wrong. You can see it's kind of creating that wave. You should have that kind of the ocean wave there. But really all you do is do exactly what you did on the last step, but in reverse. So take one, straight edge. You're going to go right like that, but going the other way. And that hooks right there, and it will actually straighten itself out. Again, straight edge, right there. Those are going to hook into themselves. Again, just like that. And if you're starting to get the feel for it, you can just go ahead and keep going, because from here on out it's actually quite simple. Again, straight edge, there, and that. What's in there? You see this? You're starting to see a cylinder now. Now what you do, again, is just reverse it. And what I'm doing, I have 60 pieces for this one. You could do one with 30 pieces. It would just be a little bit shorter and sort of stumpier. Okay, I'm going to continue, and I'm just going to reverse it. Straight edge, going that way. Very simple once you figure this out. It's actually one of the easier shapes to make. And you just continue on, straight edge, right there, just rotating colors, again, straight edge. Just like that. And don't be afraid to bend the pieces. The pieces actually bend very easily. There we go, we got the next layer done. So for the next layer, and you should be catching on at this point, just go the other way. Hooks in there, that hooks in there, hooks there, and that hooks in there. Sometimes these pop out, don't worry about that. Hooks in there. In there, hooks in there, and look at that, we did another layer. So we're just going to continue on. You see the waves sort of reverse themselves on each layer you do. Now, theoretically, you could continue doing this. You know, all the way. You can make this however long as you want. What we're going to do is actually just show you how to close this now. So you could continue doing these layer upon layer upon layer for as long as you wanted. And when you're ready to close it, what you do is revert back to following the rule. So instead of going like this to continue the layer, turn it back over and use the slanted edge, the angled edge, and hook it right there, and then hook that right there, and then hook these guys right like that. We'll go to the next one. Same thing. Use the slanted edge, hooks in, and that hooks in right there. So you have that 3 flower there. And this is the middle part. Right there is going to be the middle. And these guys are going to hook right there. See, it's starting to close up now. So again, this edge right there, you're going to have these 4 flowers there. And these are going to hook right there. And look at the middle. That just hooks in right there. Again, like that. And there we are. Again, right in the middle. There we go. Hooks in there. And this hooks in for the final piece. There you go. So you see, you got the little star on the bottom. And that's how you make a cylinder.